you ever wondered why some content creators on KDP make a fortune and others barely break even? I spent some time studying, researching, watching videos, reading the membership boards, all the comments about how to be successful on KDP. And I'm here to tell you, it can be done. I found a lot of successful people and authors that are doing it. And I've summarized everything into a before and after step for success. Let's dive in. The main point here to explain about what I learned is that it is 100% possible to be successful on KDP. There is a strategy though. I've watched tons of videos. Like I said, I spent a lot of time on the comment section on where the members of KDP, the publishers, the self-published authors are expressing their concerns, asking their questions, and sharing about what's been successful for them. Some of these comments are from authors who've written like novels and things like that. But there were several comments from people who've done low and medium content books and what they've done to be successful. Yes, you can do it. I've also watched some videos. I really like this guy. He's got some great tips about how to be successful on KDP, and I'll dive into what he did. First, let me show you what I created.
Ooh, impressive.
I've got about 150 or 200 books right now on KDP. I made all of these with BookBolt, and you can get them on KDP right now. And I'm gonna walk through what I'm doing to promote them, how they've been successful, which ones are already selling, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So first of all, this is a coupon book that I made. Obviously, this is not a low content book. I would say this is more of a medium content book. I've already sold a few copies of that. These are very popular. You know, these are the mandala books where you're doing some coloring. This is a really hard market to break into. It is possible to do it, but I'm gonna talk about how to do that and what the process is. Oh, here we go. This is my favorite. This is my book maze that I've done. This is a dinosaur kids coloring book and maze. Each maze is unique and different. And you have here the solve puzzle at the bottom. On the back page, it gives each kid a variety of skill levels, beginning to advanced, and then a little surprise reward coloring thing on each page also. This is an example of our low or medium content books. I would say this is low content because it's just blank staff pages, okay, with a different color. If you saw my video on how I made 25 books in 25 minutes, then I'll post it here. You'll see how I've been able to make probably 100 of these of blank sketchbooks, journals, these staff books. A couple of them have sold, not many, but with the new strategy I've discovered, I'm confident that I'm gonna be able to sell more. This was a lot of fun and like, again, all done on BookBolt. But I'll tell you why I've decided to concentrate on the maze coloring book. Okay, strategy number one. This is the before part. This is when you're deciding what to create and what to do, right? So I'm gonna use my examples of what to do and what not to do. Obviously, the low content books, the ones that are just blank pages and the journals, and I've done tons of those. Yes, super easy to do these, but that's just it. They're super easy to do. Everyone can do them. And everyone does. It's like coloring pages, right? If you just do a plain coloring page and you go to Canva, don't get me wrong, I love my Canva. I do so much on Canva with other projects. But if you can find it really easy on Canva, so can a million other people find it easy on Canva. And that's what they're doing.
Actually, you make a good point.
So that's the mistake that I made I've done several coloring books and they're not selling. I'm gonna talk about that strategy to sell later, but really your key here for the before, the development of these KDP books and to be successful is to create medium content books. So a medium content book is something like a maze, a word search, a word find. So Sudoku, is that how you pronounce it? That's because it's unique. You're not copying something that you found on Canva that everyone else can find. You truly are creating a unique item every time you make the book. And you've got to be thinking, well, Renee, how do you make all those mazes? That's just it. BookBolt did it all for me. I am an affiliate for them because I love them. So if you click on the link below and you get 20% off if you use my coupon code Clancy20, it's there because I love them and I use them every day. That's why I'm promoting them. So this is my plan. I've decided to concentrate on maze books. I tried word searches, and in BookBolt, it's all formatted for you. What you do is you enter an Excel spreadsheet and you just have to format a certain way. It's a little bit more work if you're moving pages around and you want to put a design. If you want to do something fancier than just the word search, if you want to add a little bit of graphic design or something like that in there, which you can do all that in the BookBolt system. You can do that. I just found it wasn't for me. It wasn't that interesting for me, but the mazes I thought were a lot of fun. So all you have to do is describe how difficult or how thick you want the maze and where you want the result of the maze or the key to be posted, and it generates as many as you need. So this particular book has 100 mazes, and so here is like one maze, and then on the back down here is the result. And I got a lot of these little graphics in BookBolt also. It gives you access to pexels.com and some other free websites. Some I did get on Canva, but very few. There really wasn't a need anymore. But I was able to design it all in BookBolt, so that was awesome. Okay, so first, why did I decide on mazes? I wanted something that was going to be popular and doing really well, and something that was already available in the BookBolt system. So I went and I searched in BookBolt to see what templates they had to offer. And as you see here, there are things like blank staff pages, dot matrices, you can get the Sudoku, you can get the word searches, the math finds, all of those things here. And I decided to concentrate on the mazes. So what I did was I took the word maze, my keyword, and I went into the keyword search on BookBolt, typed in kids maze, and then it popped up. It generated all of the most popular maze kids books. And I personally wanted to find one that was popular, or wanted to see if it's been popular lately. Because if it has, thousands of reviews and it's done really well, but it was posted in 2018, that could have been successful, 3 or 4 years ago. But I want something that's hot right now. And so as I searched, I found that kid mazes were doing very well in this last year. And kind of this mix of coloring in kids' pages was doing very well. And it looked like fun. So I thought that's what I would do. So that's your step number 1. Concentrate on medium content formats. Find in BookBolt which format works for you, which one you want to try, and try a little bit of everything. Even though this tip is to concentrate on one niche, one particular thing, try a few different things. See what you like, see what's fun. Like I said, I've made a little bit of everything. I did some great sermon notebooks, and I did some journals, and I did lots of things. It's been a lot of fun. I did some ABC coloring books and trace books, and that's okay to explore and to try, feel out what works. But I decided to land on this because that is our tip number 1. Concentrate on medium content books and one particular niche, because then you will become to be known for that particular niche. And if someone buys your book and they like it, they're going to come back to you over and over to get your next book and the next one and the next one. Here we are to the second part of being successful. We talked about the before part, the how to create a medium content book, the best resource for you, and really concentrating on one particular niche. Our second step to success. Now, this is the idea that you cannot just set it and forget it and walk away. You need to promote the book, but you might be thinking, well, how do I do that? How do I promote a book? There are several different ways. One particular suggestion people have, and I got it from this guy, he's pretty awesome, is to run Amazon ads. Now, I never thought I would have to run an Amazon ad, but he has a really good reasoning about why to do this. He says, do it at the beginning to really push your book out there, get some reviews, get some feedback, and then Amazon algorithm will almost find it, pick it up, and then carry it after that. Have you ever purchased something on Amazon or wanted to purchase something and you won't purchase it because there aren't any reviews on it? Yeah, I have too. I'm going to go to someone who has more reviews than someone who doesn't have any. So we've got to get those reviews on there. So I started an Amazon ad on a few books. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to go this route. I'm going to try the other suggestion. I spent about $20 and I made about $25. I sold a few books, but honestly, I think it's because of this second way I tried it, why I ended up selling them. So utilizing social media and your network to sell books, and you might be thinking, but Renee, I don't have a social media. Neither do I. I really don't have, there's this channel, but I just started my Instagram for this channel last week. There really is not a following on there. But what I did was I shared my books on my personal social media. I shared it with my family and my friends. I shared my date night coupon book with them, and they went on and bought some. And so that's your number one thing, really. I get it. My family and friends are buying some of these right now, but that's okay because they will put some reviews on there and that'll get it going, and then other people will see positive reviews. If my family leaves positive reviews, I'm sure that they will. I love them very much. Here's the next strategy for promotion. Let's say if you're like, I don't want to do anything on social media, totally fine. So this is what the authors said to do in the member forums. They said to buy a whole bunch of author copies. So what it is when you publish the book on KDP, you can buy an author copy that's basically the price of just the print of the book. So this one was like $4, this one was like $2. Buy a whole bunch of copies. They said buy like 20 copies and gift them to people and say, hey, please review my book. And someone on there said, but isn't that like bribing them, saying, hey, I'm going to give you a free book if you give me a review?
So what's wrong with that?
And someone replied and said, no, you're not requiring the review. You're just asking, if you like the book, please review it. And so they said that right there, if you're going to spend 20 or 30 bucks, do that instead of an Amazon ad. And then when you give it to somebody, they're going to probably write a review, especially if it's a friend or a neighbor or something like that. So what I've done is I've purchased about 20 of these, and I'm gonna go give them to my friends, my girlfriends who have younger kids, and ask them if their kids like them to please write a review. I feel more comfortable with that than doing an Amazon ad, and I'll let you know how that goes. Now, I'll be honest, I've made $25 total. That's it. But I only started this a few weeks ago, and everything's going to take 3 to 6 months. No matter what side hustle you try, it's going to take 3 to 6 months. So just remember that. I will let you know how this goes in the update. Remember, step number 1, concentrate on medium content books and pick a niche, narrow it down. Step number 2, promote it. Promote it on your social media, share it with friends and family, gift your books to people, ask them politely, not requiring, ask them to write a review. And I want to ask you, if you are enjoying this content, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and like this video. It really means a lot to me to grow my channel, and I'm having a lot of fun doing this, so thank you so much. If KDP is not the side hustle for you, that's okay. You can go ahead and go on over to my website. I've got a free download that will help you determine which side hustle is best for you. If you go to reneeclancy.com, then you can get the free download and really determine what's going to make you happy. I want you to be happy, whether that's with a side hustle or not. Have some fun and let me know how it goes.